Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Happy Catty Crypto here. So a lot of people are going around and they're saying, I think there's a lot of people that are confused as to what Ed has said about the 1.2% burn tax. Now, the 1.2% burn tax is implemented in V21, but which is now actually V22. It is implemented in there, but the burn tax itself is set to 0, okay? The further parameter change actually sets this rate. Now, the reason why we need a changeable tax rate is for the reason that things change as time goes on, and it's not always going to be the same, right? It's not always going to be as effective as a 1.2% burn tax is now. May not be effective 3-4 months down the line because of the amount of coins that have been removed from the circulating supply. It would be burning a lot less. So it's good that it's changeable, and this proposal, when it was written out, says the 1.2% burn tax, this mechanism should be true until the total supply equals 10 billion LUNC, and for it to be true all the way through, it's going to have to go up and it's going to have to go down, and that's why it was made changeable at the ease of a parameter change proposal, and that's the whole reason for this second parameter change. Now, parameter changes are totally normal, and I can explain to you just how normal they are by going over to our own steering group, and we're currently voting on the commission rate for the node, and you can see here just how important everything is from this side of things, and wording is key, and parameter changes have been made already, but the fact that they'll be able to make them at ease of just making them and not worrying about the system rejecting it, because lots of people misunderstand the reason why staking is not there to start with. It's because the system itself was attacked using the staking side of things, and the only way to prevent any further attacks at that time was to shut the staking system down. It was as simple as that. And some of the changes that they made to shut it down were supposed to be irreversible, and they have overcome those. And there's this thing I'm seeing now where there's like individuals coming out saying 2 or 3 people are responsible for everything and everyone else should be discredited. It's just not like that. This runs across the board. This runs across devs, node operators, validators, community members, influencers, and everybody under the sun that was involved in the project. And I myself I've been around before Terra Rebels even existed, and me and Vegas worked in the background for a long time trying to bring the correct people together. And if you go back to our videos, or go back to my videos, sorry, you'll then hear, oh, so there was actually things going on in the background and people were being brought together, and that was just the case. It was all about bringing the greatest minds we could find together, and it's still about that now. It's still about finding new people to communicate with, new places to branch out off of. And I mean, there's so much work that goes into individual projects, and I know this myself just by working on our node that's coming, and the amount of work we're putting into that. You just have to do that. It's just totally normal. If you want to have something that is successful, you need to put a lot of work in it. It's not just as simple as doing A and B and then getting C. It's not. So I myself pride in the whole community cost-free burning initiatives, and that these burn initiatives, like I said, they may take time, but they work. They're sustainable. They'll be there forever. They're not going to do a runner like Bigger Entertainment done, and that's the last thing we ever want to see. Now, moving over to the Binance main withdrawal wallet, I know a lot of people don't like this subject, but ultimately we have to cover it because it's buying and selling coins. A lot of people have noticed this, but it's buying and selling coins quite a lot, and it's just kind of floating around. And every time we see a price pump at the moment, this coin seems to buy. This wallet seems to grab more coins. We see a price pump. We see it sell some coins. It comes down a little bit, but ultimately those buy and sell seem to be keeping us in a crab movement, so to speak. And like I said, we're in that zone of crunching, losing, crunching, losing, crunching, losing, crunching, losing. But the one thing that's going to happen is this wallet is going to make a move soon. And I've always said this, and it's my own opinion, that its next move is going to be likely when staking's re-enabled, or when new validators are able to actually come on board. And the one validators node in this list, one of them is Binance Staking, and one of the people that I do a lot of work with have even said that only people that actually stake with the Binance Staking people is one wallet, and it belongs to Binance. So yeah, that in itself is very, very interesting. And as stated in a previous video for you folks yesterday, is that the coins being added to the circulating supply are likely coming from the rewards pool. So when coins are being withdrawn from the rewards pool, it's adding to the circulating supply, because they're there, but they're not part of the circulating supply when they're in the rewards pool, as far as we're aware. So a lot of people are panicking, saying there's coins being minted, and this is just not the case, folks. And we'll keep covering it. We'll keep educating new people that come into space, and we will keep explaining it for you all. Now, if we head over to LUNCPenguins, you can see that there's been an absolute correction of the layout and everything like that. Do remember, you can search wallet owners on here, by the way, folks, and you can get anything that we have pretty much on that wallet in the system. It will chuck it out and give it to you. Now, the staking pool itself, as you can see, has got a lot of bonded LUNACLASSIC as not bonded, and the staking pool in itself is really important for the future, as well as the Oracle rewards pool. And from what I'm been made aware and what I can tell, is this is where a lot of the staking rewards actually come from. And as you can see, that's a considerable amount of coins in there, which is like, I don't know, what's it at now? 325 billion? Yeah, 325 billion. So that's a lot of rewards that are going to be starting to get paid out, and it's going to be one big rush to capture the current LUNACLASSIC market. And the amount of holders there are now out there compared to when these folks were first validators is, I mean, it's an absolute goldmine for them in their eyes, because you stake with them and then they cash out on their rewards, you get your rewards, and everybody's happy, right? But you also give them voting power, and this voting power is in itself everything to the community, because this one's only got 1.2%, but imagine Orion Money with their 13 point whatever percent. They have a huge sway over the governance, right? So remember, you're not only just delegating your coins with someone, you're giving them voting power, okay? And you've got to be careful about getting malicious actors higher and higher and higher up the chain. So it's, in my opinion, every validator that's on board at the moment should be doing everything they can to maintain the welfare of the blockchain that they're on, because ultimately they will prosper in the future. Because if you nourish something and nurture it, don't try to profit off of it and then just let it organically grow, your rewards will come. Your rewards will come. It's as simple as that. And being kind, being trustworthy, and being transparent is way more powerful than trying to cash grab, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll leave you on that thought, folks. I hope you have a really, really, really nice Thursday wherever you are. Stay safe, beware of scammers, beware of doppelgangers, and all those sort of crazy people out there. I even get my own doppelgangers messaging me sometimes, and I'm like, he's like, you're a fake, and I'm like, oh my god. I've reached the level of stupidity with these people, and you're just like, ugh. It just doesn't stop. So stay safe out there, folks. It's not financial advice, and we'll catch you in the next one. Shoo.